Hi everyone, I'm Dimitri and welcome back to DimitriTube. Today I'm going to do a review of Love is Blind Episode 1. To my right here is my dog Rose. She's currently taking a nap and she's being super adorable, so I really didn't want to wake her up and move her. I decided to watch Love is Blind because this show was getting a lot of buzz in news and social media, so I decided to check it out. I'm a little bit of a reality show junkie, and lastly, I'm just a sap for love. I decided to post these YouTube reviews because I don't really have any friends that watch this show, so if you want to connect with me or you have any comments or thoughts on the show, please post below in the comments. So my apologies beforehand if I get any of the characters on the show mixed up. I tried to find a website with all the contestants and their photos, but the only websites I could find had spoilers, and I was trying to avoid those websites. This is my first time watching Love is Blind. This is not a spoiler YouTube channel. I'm watching and reviewing the show along with you guys, and I don't want any spoilers. And if you all out there have friends that think this show is dumb, do not listen to them. Reality TV love is real, and I think some of the people on this show will find love this season. I got my popcorn, I got my drink. Okay, let's watch. The show starts with the contestants riding up to the facility in town cars. During the ride, they're just giving short blurbs about why they decided to be on the show and why they're so frustrated with the apps and their current dating situation.
Short, and there are women out there that won't date guys that are short.
Damn, that sucks, cause I got love for the shorties. So all the contestants walk into this kitchen / living room, and there they meet Nick and Vanessa Lachey, and they explain the rules of the game.
With nothing to distract you. Here's how it's gonna work. Over the next 10 days, ladies...
This is 100% a case study. So basically they go into these pods and they get to date one another and talk to each other, but they cannot see one another. When they find someone they connect with, someone will propose, and then they can finally see one another. And from that date, they have 4 weeks to get married. They're putting people under a microscope, putting them in situations they've never done before, while all of America gets to watch on Netflix. What I want to know is, they can't see each other, but can they ask each other what they look like? Or is that like against the rules? Is that a thing?
I'm going straight for the candy over here right now.
I might go straight for the vodka, to be honest.
Can you see anything?
So these pods are cute. Like, Netflix really tried to make them roomy. They have candy, they have alcohol, they have a nice couch, blankets. Like, okay.
I'm from Illinois.
Me too, what part?
You're kidding! I'm from 2 hours west of Chicago.
So the first date we see is between Jessica and Mark. They are cute. It seems like they had a genuine connection there. So Jessica is cute. It seems like she went on the show because she always had a strict standard for the men she dated, and so far it hasn't worked out for her, so now she's trying this show. Mark says he's really excited about this experiment because in his previous dating, he's been judged for being Mexican, but he doesn't really look Mexican, so that's been something he's had to navigate. One of the first things he told Jessica on the date is that he's a mama's boy. Do girls like that? Do y'all like that? Please let me know in the comments below. So one of the fantastic things I've noticed so far is that they're very much under the pretext of getting married. Like, everyone in their heads right now is like serious, like, I'm looking for the one, I'm looking for marriage. So that definitely puts a little more pressure on the situation.
I do cook.
What would you make if we were on a date?
I would probably make either.
The next couple we see is Lauren and... what's his name? Cameron. Lauren and Cameron are really adorable, but I think Cameron's kind of boring. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but both of the men so far asked the women if they could cook. When they say they can, they put a check mark in their book and a huge smile comes across their face.
I hate being able to hear people breathe.
What? You hate hearing people breathe? Girl, like, what are you gonna do when you sleep next to someone in the bed?
Yes, I'd say you're African American.
This is our first talk and you're already...
So that answers my question. So I guess you can ask someone what they look like, but like how Lauren said, it does defeat the purpose. But also, now that I think about it, that does seem like a lot. Like, if you couldn't ask each other what you look like, they would probably have to have like 24/7 monitors in each pod, hitting a buzzer or something when they ask about looks.
I didn't know you were in here.
Ooh, not the snort. So the next date we see is Barnett and Amber. Off the bat, Barnett is like really hot. He says he's always chasing after the pretty girls and has yet to find something serious, so he decided to do this. Amber is the complete opposite. She's typically seen as just the pretty girl, and so many people are always shocked when they find out she has more going for her than that. So I really like Barnett and Amber's approach to all of this. It's very like laid back and they're taking it slow. They don't seem to be rushing it. They're more having fun with the experiment. So Barnett has a very deep voice, and if I was on the show, this is what I would get in trouble for because I am a total sucker for a deep voice. And it's not even a masculine feminine thing. I've met a ton of feminine guys with deep voices. It's just, I don't know, for some reason, it makes my heart flutter a little more when I hear it. I like the sound.
Laugh a lot. I kind of like that he gave off.
So on the next date, we see Barnett and Jessica. It seems like they do have an organic connection. Barnett is still taking a very laid back approach to this. I guess he's gonna take that approach for everyone he meets. It's not a bad thing, but again, this is a case study, so what's right and what's wrong, like who knows what's the right or wrong approach.
Question it.
So which strip club do you work at? I'm kidding.
You know what? I knew you was gonna say.
The next date we see is Diamond and Barnett, and off the bat, Diamond is like, no. Barnett made a joke about Diamond's name being like a stripper name. I get it, Diamond has the right to be upset, but also at the same time, I doubt this is the first time that's happened to you. I'm surprised she doesn't already have like a quick comeback for people who come to her with jokes like that.
Wanted to work on cars.
She is like really pouring out her soul here, and he's just asleep on the couch. So as all the dates end for the day, all the girls go to one side and all the guys go to another side. So this is where the drama is coming from, because right off the bat, some of the girls are like, oh my God, which guy did you like? Let's compare guys. So of course, Netflix had to shake things up, and one of the contestants is a virgin. His name's Wesley. So the way the show is filmed, it seems like there's a lot of mini BS dates in between like significant dates. So sorry if I don't mention some of the like smaller BS date.
That's another thing about relationships. Like, what's in the past needs to stay in the past. I'm not.
So the next date is between Diamond and Carlton. I won't go as far to say there's a connection, but it both seems like they're on the same page and get along very well. Diamond in her dating past has had a lot of problems with people just wanting her just because she's the pretty girl and just because she's an NBA dancer.
I would say you're the conversation I look forward to most.
Same.
So the first day, they got dressed to impress. Now it just looks like they got real comfortable. Barnett is in t-shirts, Mark is in sweatpants, took off his socks and shoes, Jessica's in like a raggedy sweatshirt. But I mean, you don't get to see who you're dating, so I guess that's one positive side of this. But you still are on camera for all of America to see. So you don't want to get too comfortable. So I'm trying really hard not to compare the guys, but if you look at Barnett's approach versus Cameron's approach, it seems to me that Cameron is a bit more serious. Like, he is looking for love, he wants to be married, like he's really digging deep on these dates here.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, they cried together. That is so adorable. I wish they gave more of an explanation of what the timeline is like. I think they get to date for like 7 or 10 days, and then from there they have to propose. But you don't know how much time they're spending dating and talking to one another. Also, my apologies beforehand if I get anyone's names confused. I keep trying to Google pictures of the cast, but all the websites that keep popping up are like, they're gonna give me spoilers about the show, and this is my first time watching, and I do not want to be spoiled about it. And I want to Google more information about like how the show is filmed and the making of it, but I'm so worried I'm gonna hit a spoiler about it.
How's your day going so far?
I had 4 hours of dates.
Damn, 4 hours of dating? That is exhausting. I try to keep my first dates to like an hour and a half. And then even then, we'll be doing an activity. It's not just talking nonstop for 90 minutes straight.
Dates?
Say yeah.
Oh my God, Jessica's knees are ashy. Like, why did the cameraman close in on her like that? So the only thing holding them back is Jessica is hesitant about the age gap. She's 34 and Mark is 24.
And be like, I'm just so happy to see him.
Now we have Jessica and Barnett on another date. This shirt Barnett is wearing is so ugly. Jessica is connecting with both Barnett and Mark, which is fine. Again, You're allowed to date. The only issue I see though is it just seems that Jessica is connecting faster with Mark than she is with Barnett. Cameron and Lauren are on another date. So Cameron is kind of boring, but honestly, he's the sweetest guy we've seen so far.
I think I love you.
I love you.
Oh! I'm a sucker for love, and Lauren and Cameron just said I love you to one another. So this is a very intense moment. You can hear the dramatic music going. They both said they trust each other and they love each other, and no matter what, they're gonna make this work. Oh my God, and he's crying, oh. Now it's another date between Diamond and Carlton. Again, Carlton and Diamond seem to be connecting even further. Diamond really likes that someone's actually trying to get to know her. Carlton, for the most part, seems to be there for the right reasons. He truly seems to be looking for love, looking for that one. He's really trying to connect with Diamond on a deeper level. Carlton just admitted that he's bisexual, pansexual, and he's worried that if he tells this to whoever he chooses, they're gonna reject him. And you know, that's real. That is a real thing.
Press the brakes, but you're the first person that's ever really gotten me.
So Mark and Jessica are on another date. Mark is really pouring out his soul right now. Jessica seems to be into him. The only problem is it seems like Mark likes Jessica a little more than Jessica likes Mark. Jessica seems to like him, but she doesn't seem ready to commit quite just yet. And you know, I don't blame her. It's only been like 3 days.
Mark's over here. He's super excited about her. Mark is a...
So Barnett doesn't really seem to be here for the right reasons. He keeps comparing his relationship with Jessica to Mark's relationship with Jessica. He seems to be like getting a little jealous, but I'm like, dude, you just need to focus on your relationship with Jessica, not what other people are doing. Oh my God, he's proposing, he's proposing. Oh, he's proposing. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, I am a complete sucker for love, and Cameron is proposing to Lauren. And I had to write this down for you guys. So Lauren says, "You're a beautiful person, and I do not have to see you to say that." Oh, guys, that just touched my heart. Like that really touched my heart. So now that Cameron proposed to Lauren, they finally get to meet. Let's see what happens. I'm also curious to see how all the other contestants react to them finding love so quickly. I'm kind of wondering if the producers tipped off Lauren and told her, oh, you may want to look a little nice for this date, because a lot of them go to these dates in like sweatpants and stuff. Now, Barnett and Jessica are on another date, and just before the date, Jessica says, Mark is everything I've ever wanted, and he wants to walk away from this being married, and it's hard for me to accept that he feels that way for me. Something in the back of my mind is like, can this really work in the real world? Our age difference is massive. So this is where I want to compare Lauren and Jessica. So Lauren has put full trust into the process. Like, she truly thinks she can find love from this. Jessica, after her saying that, it doesn't seem like she fully trusts in the process. Like, she's found Mark, who's literally perfect, checks all the boxes other than his age, and she's just not committed. She's like, oh, let me go see how much further I go with Barnett.
Goodbye, ass real quick.
Are you mad at me?
Huh?
Are you mad at me right now?
No.
It's another date with Barnett and Jessica. Barnett is really distressed right now because he feels like Jessica is kind of telling the other guys the same thing. He says the other guys, but he really means Mark. Barnett really likes Jessica, but he's starting to see that she's progressing further with Mark. He's kind of worried that she's wasting his time, but Jessica throws it right back at him. She's like, you're dating the other girls, and I hear things about the other girls on the other side too, and a lot of them say they don't think you're serious, which I agree with. It doesn't seem like Barnett is truly there to get married and find love.
Other guys and no other girls, like, I would propose to you tomorrow.
What?
Jessica, what are you doing? So Barnett just said that Jessica is very high on his list, and if there were not any other guys here, any other girls, he would propose to her tomorrow. And Jessica is still giving this a chance. It does not make sense to me. Mark is here, he's checking all the boxes, she really likes him. Regardless of all the other guys and girls, like, he's like, I want you, I want to be with you. Like, girl, what are you doing? Right now, it just seems like Barnett is making Jessica just an option versus Mark is all in, and yet Jessica is still trying to get with Barnett. Again, the age difference, I think it's more of an issue than she's letting it on to be. Before coming into this, she even said it. She has a very strict set of guidelines, and it seems like she can't really let go of that. Also, I really hate that Barnett keeps focusing on Jessica and Mark. Just focus on your connection with Jessica. So now, Cameron has proposed to Lauren, and Cameron and Lauren finally get to meet for the first time. Oh my god, this is so nerve-wracking. Like, they're actually gonna meet for the first time. My heart is actually pumping for them, because what if they're not physically attracted to one another? Like, they've connected so deeply so far. Like, that would be such a disappointment. So when they get to meet up, it's very much a door that kind of opens up this way, and it's somewhat see-through, so you can see a shadow. All the lights are on, and it's pretty dramatic, but also glamorous at the same time. We stan. Oh my god, how are they gonna end it like that? I was ready for them to meet. That was the end of the episode. At the end, they gave previews to what's to come for the season, and y'all, I'm committed. It looks juicy. I'm gonna keep watching. I wanna know if love really is blind. Okay, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me on this Love is Blind episode 1 review. If you have any thoughts, comments, or anything you'd like to share, please post below in the comments. I'd like to hear from you. And I can't wait to see you guys for the Love is Blind episode 2 review.